pinch device.
I don't know what you...
Right? That's zooming
I don't know
in.
how you do it.
Pinch. Pinch close.
I did not use your phone.
Okay, you ready? Alright. Am I recording? Pots.
I didn't...
Oh, jeez. Why is that light on? Hey, everyone. It's Chef Rover. I'm going to make some pad thai tonight. So, I already just fried up some shrimp, some tofu, just cut up. Cube it up a little bit, throw it in some oil, a little bit of sesame oil with it, a little bit of garlic, stir fry, stick it aside. Then, get your wok nice and hot and get ready to go on to the next steps here. A little bit of oil, vegetable oil. Just get the wok a little bit wet, and we're going to start stir frying some vegetables. So this is where the kids come in real handy, or my wife in this case tonight. She took care of all the prep work. But Jacob and Sarah are awesome sous chefs. So some onions, some peppers, some carrots. Mix them all up and just give it a few seconds, stir it up a little bit. We can give a little bit of fresh garlic in there. Use a chopstick or two. Squeeze. And give them a twirl. So you want to keep the heat on high. It is a stir fry. It is a wok. If you had a real stove, you'd have a nice wok burner, but in this case, it's a regular stove top. Alright, so once we get our vegetables started on high here, next step is to get your noodles going. So my noodles have been soaking. You can put them in warm water or hot water for 30 minutes, let it set for a while. It'll get softened, a little bit firm. It's not fully cooked at all. So, got your wok nice and hot, got your vegetables stirring up. Now we'll add the noodles. You can leave them wet. It's fine if they got a bunch of water in there. Some people even like to add a little bit of water. Depending on where we are, we'll see how much we need. Give it a nice swirl. It's kind of like crazy octopus legs flying out of the wok here. You gotta get them back in and cook them up. So we'll stir them up a little bit with the vegetables. And then what's next is our wonderful sauce. So off camera, all I did was mix about a half a cup of tamarind, maybe a third a cup of tamarind. Buy it in the store, it's a juice or a sauce. Mixed a half a cup of soy sauce. I mixed it with some paprika, cup of water, and 3/4 cup of sugar. And you make this nice mixture. Cook it down, let it bubble for a while, let it go for 10 minutes. And then, this pasta in the hot wok, remember, we're still on high here. This stuff's cooking pretty well. Might want to give it a drip of water. Get things a little bit moist and rejuvenated. And of course, the best secret to our Thai dish here, our pad thai, is fish sauce. So it's fish sauce, it's tamarind juice, it's sugar, and water. You mix it up. Some people like to add a little bit of vinegar, a little rice wine vinegar, if you will. You could do that. You put a little lemon juice at the end, lime juice at the end. And you know, what the heck, let's just cook it all out. That was the rest of my sauce. Here's my shrimp and tofu that was set aside earlier. High sauce, this is all cooking well. Give it a little bit of stir here, get everything mixed nicely together. And we're going to let that cook for just about a minute. Let it get real hot, let it bubble up, mix well together. And in the meantime, we need to get some toppings. So, first topping, oh, we forgot to put some mushrooms in here. How about that? That's all right. Little shiitake mushroom, never hurt anyone. I like adding it. This is definitely not a regular in a pad thai recipe, but we try to get vegetables into the family, and this is one way to do it. Here's our beans, some fresh beans from the market. Mung beans or bean sprouts, whatever they have is fine. Try not to make a mess like I do. And just mix it up and let it cook down. Typically you want to do this on a Tuesday night if you have a cleaning service on Wednesday night. Or Wednesday, this way they clean up the mess that you make on Tuesday night. That's my pad thai trick of the evening. Now when we did the shrimp and the tofu, I put a splash of sesame oil in there. You gotta do that. At the end, this is just some ground up chili flake. Get those red chilies dried in the store, and you just blend it all up. And this stuff, you know, I'm gonna go heavy here. What the hell? Let's get it all in there. I'm all out. And, you know, some people might say, oh my God, are you done? It's too hot. It's not that hot. You give it a taste. It just adds some nice flavor. All right, so we're about on the verge of being done here. Some people like it wet. Now remember, after you put it in the bowl, it's going to absorb some of this juice, right? Those noodles are going to keep sucking things up. So you can leave it a little wet. At the end, of course, I like green onions. Gotta put some green onions here. All over top. Maybe a little more. We got some lime juice. Lime all over it. And don't forget the ground peanuts. Gotta have ground peanuts. Peanuts. Yes. Gotta have lots of ground peanuts. And you can always adjust the heat after it's cooked. You can add more if you want it spicier. I give it a quick toss here and we're ready for a plate. And that's it. No rice necessary. It's a noodle dish, folks. Enjoy. Chef Rover. Take care. I'll see you on the next meal. So at the end of the meal, sometimes you put this in the beginning of the meal or before you're done here. You gotta put some fried eggs in the middle. So I'm gonna put it all back in just a second, just to stir it up, because I forgot my eggs. But you gotta have eggs. Gotta have eggs. Doesn't matter if it breaks. You want to have it nice and mixed up. I always add salt, no matter how salty of a dish. Your eggs gotta have salt. Now I'm going to let it cook for a minute. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let this stuff bubble. Now some of this is not so good because it's sugar burning away, but I'll just clean that off on the side while my eggs are cooking. And we're good. I'm going to turn the gas off because we certainly don't need that heat. I'm going to give it a quick stir and chop it up. A little scrambled egg in there. Mix it all back in. Yes, this is unkosher, of course. A little more green onion there. Thank you, my assistant Nancy. Give it a nice stir, twist it all around. You know, if you feel it's wet, you can always put it on a little bit longer. High heat all the time with a wok, which of course the wok grill is off right now. Put it back on. And that's it. We'll put it back in the bowl. Enjoy, and if you haven't had it before, this will be your new favorite dish, your noodle dish. Thanks, have a good night.